Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Julie. As promised earlier in the week, or I should say in the weekend, I talked about possibly sharing a flip of my half letter discs. So here we go. Alright, so in all of the planner chaos of my life, I felt like I suddenly needed to switch things up. And while I haven't fully decided what it is that I'm going to do, I just kind of like to play it by ear with my planners. So including the half letter system in my planner lineup has always been an option because I have loved this planner in this size for a very, very long time. I took a bit of a break from using it, and then when the nail polish remover incident happened with my planner, I was like, maybe we should pull this baby back out. So I'm going to kind of show you how it is currently set up, and like full disclosure, this setup may not last very long because I have thought about some other options for me to use this planner. So let's talk about the outside. So I have some cloth and paper clear discs on here. These were actually part of a subscription box a few months back. They provided like a sort of mini happy planner size option and then included discs as well. And so these are their clear ones, which I have actually loved more than any metal disc out there. And I don't know what it is. I feel like it truly makes the planner neutral when you don't have black discs or silver or gold or rose gold or whatever. Like you almost can't even see them when I put my planner down. So my cover is a Martha Stewart cover. You can get this over at Staples, and it is in their junior size. Same thing as half letter. So when you open it up, there is nothing absolutely perfect about this setup. Let me just tell you, I don't have things like perfectly placed in pockets. It's just I don't have time for that. So I just have some stickers that are also from a cloth and paper sub box. These are like they're clear. You can see them better down on my desk there, but they're like various different shapes, and they're in this really nice blue, like light blue color. I just got an order from Sweet Caress, and she had like this really cute like autumn spice collection and just some other things. I think she had a bit of a sale, and to be quite honest, I didn't even put the coupon code in. I was just so freaking excited. These are upside down. But she's got a lot of really nice stickers that would go well with this, type of setup, or really any planner because they're nice and neutral. So a lot of things that I have, those are not going to go back in there, are from a setup that I already had. So I've got an inbox dashboard thing here. It's just a really nice clear plastic. There's a lot of layering going on here. Then I have this sort of plant vellum. It says One Day at a Time. That is from Poi and Hun. I will try to leave links for this, but some of this stuff is more than a year old, so I don't even know if they still have it, but I will at least mention the shop name. So this is from Poi and Hun. For some reason, the name of the shop with this divider is escaping me, but if you look at my setup video from last year, I believe it is linked there. I'll try to go back and add it to this video in the description, but if I forget, just go back and look at that video. I wish that there was like a little logo or something somewhere on here, but there's not, and it's just like that snakeskin material. And I have a few of these in my disc setup because they're just so pretty. I love them. All right, so first tab, it says schedule. I do have the labeled clear dividers from cloth and paper. I also have some that are not labeled, and that might be what I end up moving to. And honestly, you guys, when I start flipping through this, I'm like, I don't know why I just don't stay in this, because I can fit like 12 planners in here and be set, as opposed to jumping around from planner to planner. So starting off, I have the Year at a Glance Vellum from Cloth and Paper. This is like the thickest vellum I have ever felt in my life. It is just so durable. I've moved this thing around a few times over the last year, and it is just perfect. I love it. It's got the whole year. It's really pretty. You have this 2021 divider. Then here's where my monthly inserts start. I have removed everything prior to September so that it wouldn't take up a lot of bulk. Plus, I just didn't use a lot of those months. And I think that this kind of needs to be switched around. This belongs to, oh, that's why I can't switch it around. Because behind here is another year at a glance. And this is where I had put like all of my paydays. Now, this is something that I had set up at the beginning of 2021. And I honestly just didn't move things around when I switched jobs. I was like, that's just too much. So you've got the holidays for 2021, and then September starts here, and you've got this page that just has your goals, important dates, and then the month on the next page. I did at least get this set up, and honestly, I also started fitting in videos along with appointments and paydays and events and things like that. And that's why I was like, everything fits. Maybe I'm overthinking this whole like size thing. Half letter is literally that. It's letter size in half. So to give you an idea of that, that's why it's so easy to print inserts for this. You don't have to do a lot of cutting. It's really, really great and easy to use. So that's September. Then it kind of flips over to the same thing for October. You have a notes page, your goals, important dates, and bills due for October. So I just have, obviously this ends in December, so I will need to order more inserts if I decide to stick with this. So in the list section, which isn't actually the list section, I have like my weekly layouts. Now, when I was going through a lot of my inserts that I have from Cloth and Paper, I found this weekly undated that actually came in a subscription box of theirs. And I played around with it for like a week or two, and I actually really, really like it. But here's my issue, like real talk, right? I get tired of this neutralness like all of the time. And there's something weird to me in my brain, and I've also heard other people say it, when you try to switch over to like colorful things that you would use in other planners, it almost feels wrong. I don't know what it is. It feels like this setup should remain neutral, even though I know that that's not like a weird rule. I am personally making it a weird rule in my brain. So it's something that I have to move on from. But what I love too is that I have these like list inserts that also came in a subscription box a while ago, and I had used this to just make a running list for Sam's Club. I didn't even check off what all I had purchased, but still it was kind of nice to have, and I might keep this as a list in the home section for things that I know that I love to pick up from Sam's, because that's kind of what that list is. So I just really like this insert. Let me get this list out of the way actually so you can see the whole week together. So it is horizontal. For some reason, I've never been a horizontal planner, but in this size, it doesn't bother me. I'm not trying to fit specific stickers. These are just like dots and dewdrops and little circles and things like that, so nothing really gets in the way. And then here was actually this past week or the week before by the time you guys are watching this. So, I really like it. I mean, I don't know if I would stick with it long term, but it's just straight to the point. It's pretty awesome. So then, from another sub box, Cloth and Paper will give you like some of the best inserts. And what I love is that after they have sent out their subscription box, some things do become readily available. So this was an undated hourly. It is their version 2. And this is what is unique about this hourly insert that I had no idea even worked until I accidentally put a sticker down, and I was like, oh my God, these are half letter size. Not half letter size. These are the standard 1.5 inch columns, meaning your regular sticker kits that you buy from all of these shops that are meant to fit for like the EC size would actually fit perfectly fine in here. Now, you are missing a column for like your to-dos for the week, and your Saturday and Sunday share a column. However, you could easily grab one of these and turn it into your to-do list for the week, or your habit tracker, things like that, which is actually what I did on this page here. So that actually works. So this is how the insert looks, you know, if you just want to see the whole week at a glance without having this in here. But I was kind of blown away that they had an insert, because I know that a lot of people who've thought about switching are like, well, what am I going to do with all my stickers? So if you do look for the undated hourly version 2, this would work for you. I tried another week in here, and see, this is where I started to feel weird about it. I was like, it feels weird putting this much color on these pages. This is something that I could get used to. I'm not saying I will never do this again, but again, I don't know. I gotta think about it. So these are how the inserts look without any stickers at all. They are very minimal and just beautiful. The paper is great. The paper is sticker friendly, which I love. So I only had, because it was part of a subscription box, I don't have any more of this, except I went on the website and ordered. I'm going to show you guys what else I have ordered for this planner at the end of this video. So I knew that I was running out, went to the website, they had more, which is great. So then the rest of what's in here is just the horizontal undated. And that's what's kind of great about discs, though, is that if I could change my mind weekly if I wanted to, and it would not be a problem. I love that. So then going on into the next section, it is my daily pages. I love these daily pages. I know that they recently came out with some other dailies. I'm just not a huge fan of them. I need 1 day per page. They're newer dailies that are dated, are split kind of down the middle, and they're 2 days per page. I personally don't really care for that. It's not a deal breaker, but I would just prefer 1 day on each page. So of course, as I was going through all the things, I realized, well, if the stickers fit in the weekly, how would the stickers look in the daily? So I brought some over here, and I do like this. But then I tried like another day with like some brighter colors, and I was like, I don't like this. This is not my vibe. Like, I like being able to use stickers, but then again, I go back to that, like, I don't know why in my mind, in this system, it just looks better to stay neutral. I don't know. So again, these are my absolute favorite. Let me show you a blank page, because I have used this for a few days over the last couple of weeks or so, and it's undated, so I don't have the guilt of, if I decide this isn't going to work for me, I can pick it up again in 6 months and I'll be just fine. So this is how that daily looks. I'm sure you guys have seen it just about everywhere on Instagram, and if you hear water, I am very close to my kids' bathroom in my office, and one of them is showering right now. So that is how the dailies look blank, and I just have them, yeah, just a few more in here. I have ordered some additional ones. So then I've just got some vellum. This is from Fancy Plans. I had to look. She does have her logo right there, and I just kind of love that grid. I got this Black Lives Matter printable from, and I always leave her name right here, but if you also want to screenshot this part of the video, it is from C Pain Plan, and it's always been in here. It's like never left since I found it and printed it and added to my planner, and I absolutely love it. Then we get to the finances section, which I think this is where things are kind of still like a work in progress, because I see I have some YouTube things over here, and that actually needs to be moved to another section. But this is actually like my home section. There has not been a whole lot done with this, so please don't judge me, but I loved this divider that Cloth and Paper had in a box before, because it has kind of like this drawing, almost like a blueprint of a space in your home, which I thought was really pretty. The inserts I have in here are their cleaning and chores insert. I thought it might be really cool to create like a template of like a cleaning schedule in here. I just haven't gotten to that just yet, but it does have like a habit tracker up here for cleaning and things like that. I have a few of those in here. I don't think I need all of them. I've only got like 4 pages in there, but then I have like the home refresh section, which I love because there are some rooms in our house that I would like to use these for, like particularly Kayla's room that needs like just a complete overhaul. The kids' bathroom also needs a complete overhaul. So that's what I'm excited about for these. In that home insert package that it came with also had like a mood board so that you could kind of do color scheme, texture, all of that stuff. That might be a bit much for some people, even for me. However, if I'm on like Pinterest and I'm finding things and I want to jot things down for like the whole vibe for a room, this would be really, really helpful. So I have a few of those in here as well. And then there's actually a space, just the next page, a space layout planning insert, which is basically like a grid. You could name the space, things like that. I have done this a million times on regular dot grid paper, but I just think it's really nice that they have it on a specific type of insert. I actually use these a lot for moving around furniture and shelving and things in my office. So I absolutely love those. Just haven't done much in this section just yet. I also have some purchase tracking inserts from Cloth and Paper. I'm thinking of making a little budget section to have in here. I just haven't fully decided yet, which is why I haven't written anything down, because I can't make a decision. All right, so in the second to last section is my social media section. And what was funny is that there was actually stuff in here from my previous setup, and I just decided to leave it in here. So these are projects for September that I am working on, whether it's like a collaboration or a sale with a company or things like that that I need to have content prepared for, or that I know is going to take a set amount of time out of my day. Then I have that here. Then I have, this is kind of like recreated from my system that I was using in the Happy Planner. So I have a page for my favorites, and I always break it up into two things, so lifestyle and planner, and I just list them out that way, and then have like a little key to make sure that I film the B-roll for them. So this is where I'm tracking my videos. You guys have seen this before, except in this planner I had to draw it out because I had no more inserts for this, and it's just a chart where I track the production of all of my videos. And I have loved doing this for years and years and years, and I think that no matter what system I am in, I'm always going to create this because it's how I like to track how my videos are done. Then I just have like my goals as far as like, the growth of my platforms, specifically YouTube and Instagram. And I'll talk more about that in a little bit, but I do like to track like the beginning of the month and the end of the month. It's just something that I like to do. And then this next section is where I would kind of track all of my income from social media. So I got this idea from Mary Ellen over at Planning with Bumble? Planning with Bumble. So in her content planner, she uses a Happy Planner, but she does have a page where she tracks her income. I think in one of her setups, she had like drawn it out or whatever, but I thought it would be really cool to use some of these sticky notes from Cloth and Paper and then just label where the income source is coming from and things like that. Do I do this on my computer? Yes, I do. Do I still like it on paper? Yes, I do. All right, and then I had some pages that were already in here. This is actually stuff that I had started in January when I was still in my disc system, and they were my goals for 2021. And when I came back into this setup, I was both excited and sad because some goals are just not, going as expected. So the 60K followers on Instagram, that's without a doubt, it's probably going to happen, right? Because I'm, at least the way the numbers are looking, yes. It could even happen this month. I think I just reached 58,000 yesterday. Now the 50K subscribers on YouTube, I really don't know what's going on with that. It's definitely not going to happen this year. It may not even happen next year. It's one of those things that has gotten me really, really down that I try not to think about too much because I really thought that my growth was going to be in that direction to reach 50K on YouTube, but I don't know. I guess I'm missing something. I wish I could say it doesn't bother me, but because I had that goal and I can kind of tell that it's not happening, it's kind of bugging me. So part of me was like, I should really rewrite this. And then another part of me said, leave it and use it as almost like a lesson for when I'm planning out my 2022 goals and to see what are the things that I could change if I wanted to. I really don't want to change anything about my content just to get more subscribers. I was hoping that I would get there without really having to change too much, if that makes sense. Not saying that I'm not willing to do the work. I don't want to try to make it more than what it is. I don't know. Anyway, moving on. Let's just move on. So I thought that this was cool. This is like a weekly social media tasks and daily social media tasks type thing that I created last year, and then I just decided to leave it in here because I thought that it was neat. And then just some random January tasks that are still in here, but I like them. And then like I have a spot for music that I find on the music subscription that I have, and I just kind of keep the list of the ones that I like, along with a page for coupon codes for brands that I work with that have provided a code that I can pass on to you guys. So I just kind of keep a list of those. I also have some project management inserts from, I believe this is also from a sub box several, I want to say last year, maybe even the year before, I'm not sure, but I just decided to keep them in here for larger projects. And then the last section is primarily notes. It may be a health and wellness section, but because I started writing notes about health and wellness in here, so right now it's honestly just kind of like a brain dump area. And then I have another one of those dividers from the shop that I can't remember their name, but I will figure it out. It's super, super cute. I also have a clear plastic folder. This is also from Martha Stewart. I want to say that it comes in a package of like 4 or 5 of them. So I do have a couple of these. It fits okay. You almost have to like tuck it under the pen loop there because there's really no other way for it to sit. It just sits weird if the pen loop is on the other side. And that's the setup. I love this thing, guys. It's hard to put this down and like go back to something else because I keep coming back to it, which is probably my answer to all of my problems, but you know, I like to suffer. So these are a couple of the things that I have purchased recently for my setup. I did not have to get a lot of things because, like I said, I've been in a half letter setup for quite some time on and off, and I only purchased some more of the undated hourly inserts that I showed you earlier. Again, I think that that's awesome that Cloth and Paper sometimes brings in some of the things from their boxes to the website to purchase individually. This is something that I will definitely keep on hand, especially because it's kit friendly with the size and everything. And then of course I bought some more of the daily inserts because they're undated, but you can run out really quickly if you use them actually every day. So I love this layout. I hope that someday that they will bring it back because I believe these were available dated the year before and then they got rid of them. I would love to see the dated ones come back, please. All right, and then this I actually purchased just for the cover. Levenger has some really beautiful covers, and this is almost like a soft leather. I believe the color is stone. They had a sale recently. That is the only way I will ever buy a cover from Levenger because I think that they're very, very pricey. But I like this because the fabric one from Martha Stewart makes me very nervous. It's already getting like a bit of a dirty spot right there. And I would have to buy a whole new, like, and it's not even a planner, it's basically a notebook like this, but I would have to buy a whole nother one just to get the cover, which is extremely obnoxious. But this cover is really, really pretty, and I could see how it would last longer than the cloth. And the inside is actually really, really nice. It's like a black leather. I'm not even sure if it's 100% leather, but it smells pretty amazing, like it is. Not a huge fan of the pocket configuration, but again, I like the outside a little bit more than this fabric. It does come with a whole bunch of notes pages, and sometimes I use these because I know that I can instantly throw them in the trash and not feel guilty at all. And then this is the back side here. It's got no pockets, none of that. So, you know, I like the color. I'm not too sure about the pockets. You at least get another set of clear discs, which is great if you want to store some extra inserts on these. That's awesome. Plus, I'm really loving clear discs lately. So, all right, guys, that is everything for my half letter setup. I hope that you guys enjoyed today's video. If you have any questions about the items that I mentioned in this video, please feel free to ask down below in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and if you are already subscribed, make sure you click that red notification bell so that you know when my videos are posted here on YouTube. As always, thank you guys so much for joining me today, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, everyone.